Wasn't even on the stage yet. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Manifest That Sht. This is going to be an amazing conversation today. We're going to be talking about releasing, letting go. A lot of the times what's holding us back from what we want and need to manifest has more to do with what we need to release so we can receive. So we're going to be having that conversation here today. And I can't wait. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying to get my life right now with these flowers. Man. Okay, let me turn this down. I'll be thinking I'm one of them live people who likes to have music going on when I go live. Not me. I don't need no music on. Is that my deal? Oh no, what's up, Michael? How you doing? Welcome in. We're going to be having a beautiful conversation while I put these flowers together about manifesting. I'm going to help you manifest that shit. Straight up. So it's maybe counterintuitive. And a lot of the times when it comes to creating what we want, oftentimes it's counterintuitive. Oftentimes it's not what we think it is supposed to be. Oftentimes it is something very, very, very different. And so today I want to talk about the release that's needed in order for you to receive. There is a release. You got to let go of things, right? And it's so funny because oftentimes when I have this conversation about releasing, this conversation looks a lot like this. It's a lot like cleaning your closet, okay? It's a lot like cleaning your closet. When you clean your closet, you make room for more. You make room for so much more to come into your life. New clothes, new everything. And sometimes when you clean your closet, you even receive new something else. And so that is a lot like manifestation. When you are manifesting and creating the things that you truly desire, it looks like cleaning out your closet. But this cleaning out your closet that you theoretically need to do starts with you, right? So I've been telling the story about how I quit my good government job and I embarked on my business, literally embarked on my business. And this embarking has been wild. If you haven't caught my stories today, I posted something else. Like I've been meditating. And so when I meditate, it's another way for me to release, right? When I meditate, I get the opportunity to let go of whatever I may be holding on to deep in my soul when it comes to what I'm creating. Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on, let me grab some flowers. Okay, so like I've released many things, but the releasing of what we need to release and so we can manifest looks like this. Releasing the idea that you don't have it. Releasing the idea that it's not yours. Releasing the idea that it's so far away. Releasing the idea that it's taking forever to get here. There is something, if you don't have whatever it is that you want or desire right now, there is something most likely that you need to release and let go of so you can receive it. For me, I thought it was a releasing of my good government job. And let's be real. The moment that I released that good government job, I released something that had been blocking me for so long. I follow a lot of gurus, and one particular guru talks about our energetic minimums, right? And so she was talking about how energetically you get to a certain point where this is what you're going to make no matter what, right? This is the amount of money that you're going to make. And so I have an energetic minimum like other people. And so since I'm already at that minimum, when I left my good government job, I had nowhere else to go but up. I had nowhere else to go but up. I had nowhere else but to receive and make more money. And because on my job, how much money I made was a direct reflection of the GS grade I was. How much money I made was a direct reflection of how many years I had been working there, right? That was all that I knew. I didn't know much else into how much I could receive. So I had to let go of the idea that my money and my job security came from my 9 to 5. Letting go of that energy was wild, because the moment I did, I released and opened myself up to so much more than I had ever even imagined, honestly. Today, I got a notice from somebody saying that they want to pay me in full for services in October. And so it just goes to show you, right? Because this month where I was like, oh, I made more on on my job. I mean, I'm more in my business than on my 9 to 5. You guys, I wasn't even done making the money. I hadn't even counted it all yet, right? And so I'm still bringing in more than I made, but I had to release. Some of us are holding on to friendships. Some of us are holding on to old ideas. Some of us, let's take it easy. Some of us are holding on to an old shirt that we've had since the 90s, thinking that it's going to be a shirt that you wear again. You never know what the release that you need to do could potentially be that could open up everything that you need for you next. But it's about letting go, releasing ideas, releasing energies, releasing people. It's about letting go. So I want to explain why that happens. We are energetically, so we're magnets, right? And just like anything else, things can get full, things can get empty. You potentially don't have space for certain things, and you have to let it go, right? I had a friendship that I had to let go of in order to receive more. I didn't realize letting go of a friendship would open up my financial bank account. And that's what I mean. The release that you may be needing to rid yourself of or get rid of or just get out of the way, it could open up something else somewhere else. And you just don't know what it is. You may release money and pay somebody and it opens up love over here. You may release the energy of scarcity, right? Fear, and now your business is having the best day or month ever, right? But what is it that you need to let go of is the question we begin to ask ourselves. What is it that you're holding on to? What idea are you holding on to? What money are you holding on to? You know, there's many stories that I like to tell, but most specifically, you know, we all think that we have to hold on to all this money. You know, I got this money, I need to save it. I need to do this. But the money you receive may have been meant for you to bless somebody else. And you holding on to it could potentially be blocking your blessings. And so always be understanding of the fact that money is supposed to circulate, right? We are meant to let it go so it can come back to us. Just like everything else. When you want to make more money in your business, right? It may seem counterintuitive, but go give some money away and see what happens. Inside The Secret, Rhonda Byram talks about it. She's like, man, you know, I was in a lot of debt, a lot of debt, and I needed money quickly, right? So what did she do? She withdrew money out of her credit card and walked around and started giving money away to random people. And guess what happened to her? The Secret happened. And The Secret ended up being a multi-million-dollar thing, right? From the books to the movies to the notoriety, right? The Secret. But before she wrote The Secret, Rhonda was financially in dire straits. She was financially pretty much in debt, deep in debt. So it seems counterintuitive to be like, let me release to receive. But when you receive so much more than you've ever thought. It's a game of energy. And I think so many of us think that we're playing it right, right? Not that there's a right or wrong way to manifest, because truthfully, there is not, right? But we think that we're doing all the things right. But the reality is you may just need to let something go so you can get into receptive mode. It's like teeter-totter. One person's up, you're down. When they're down, you're up. Allow the teeter-totter to bring you on the ebbs and the flows, right? Money is always, always on its way back to you. And I can say that honestly, right? I got my last paycheck from Social Security in April, right? Very weird time, because it was like, where's the next money going to come from? Right? Very scary time, because I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to make it? Right? But instead of doubting myself, I started to say an affirmation to affirm myself. And that affirmation went like this: I am my job security. I even put the affirmation inside my meditation. I am my job security. And every time I turn around, literally, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I can't make this up. More money keeps coming to me. Randomly, beautifully, magically, in ways that I never knew were possible. In all the ways that are on the path of least resistance, it is coming to me. And I'm standing here 10 toes down on the releasing. Some of us hold on to so many things, thinking that we need it, thinking that it's necessary in our lives. But the reality of it is, you could be holding on to the very thing that's holding you back. And why? Why? We honoring somebody else's dream, somebody else's idea. Why? You've been in the friendship 100 million years and you don't want to leave. Why? Start to ask yourself, why am I holding on to this thing? Because I'm pretty positive when I let it go, I'm going to thrive. So what is something that you potentially are holding on to? Let me know. I'm not here to judge you at all. For me, I'm here for the release. I'm here for the letting go. Because the more that you have somebody in your corner, the easier it is. Letting go is not easy. It doesn't feel good. But the reason for that is, in that moment, you're meant to grow. In that moment, you're meant to thrive. In that moment, you're meant to take everything that you're doing to the next level. But you can't do that holding on to old ideas of who you used to be, who you think you're supposed to be. You're meant for so much more. So here's to the release, man. Here's to the release. I know this now more than ever before. I'm here for it. I have been through a lot of doing what's rightness of life. Being the good little girl. I laugh at myself now. Being the good little girl. When I've been brought here to shine. When I've been brought here to mess it all up and be as magical as I was meant to be. Ooh. So what do you need to let go of is the question. What's something you're holding on to? An idea, right? What magic are you meant to create? As I sit here and smile at these flowers, I'm like, talk about magic, boy. This is magical. And I'm here for it. Creative genius. So much fun. Oh, like you don't understand. I get obsessed. Just gonna show y'all. Look at these dahlias. Put something right. And where is it? Right here. Right here. I gotta find something. Look at all these dahlias. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm gonna put one of these here. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth is very uncomfortable. And I think so many of us want it to be so easy and like almost fun. Like, why am I not having more fun? But the uncomfortable, that's what we need to stop shying away from. The uncomfortable is just like lifting weights, right? You're gaining muscles, you're getting stronger. And that's what I appreciate more than anything right now. I don't like the way that's coming out. I'll have to go with this. But more than anything, what I love about I've gained so much in my faith walk by being on this scary journey sometimes, right? Like I'm calling it scary because that's what other people call it. But by being on this journey, I've gained so much on my faith walk where, oh, look at that. Okay. I know more than ever before that I can trust, I can relax, I can be in my creative and make money. I can be in my genius and have fun. I don't have to work really, really hard to get to the bag. It can be easy, right? And the more that you stand in knowing these things, the different your walk will be. My walk has been crazy. I get scared sometimes. I get worried sometimes. But then I come back to the thought of I've manifested this shit. And when I was in the thought process of what it is that I wanted, I was already in the genre, in the realm, in the area of what was meant for me. And so I can't fuck it up because the reality of it is I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong. And it makes me want to like literally burst into tears because I'm right where I belong. And I'm so grateful for somebody to sit up here and tell me today that they will pay me in full. I'm right where I belong. For my month to be a $20,000 month this month, I'm right where I belong. When you release what you've been holding on to that has been keeping you stuck, you allow yourself to get to the next level and grow into who you are meant to be. You are allow yourself to grow and walk in the light you were meant to walk in. But oftentimes we are holding on to the idea that we have to be who we've been told we are. I learned today about epigenealogy. It's like, what? Epigenetics? What is this? But it's basically the generational curses that we carry with us. The curses that say we're not enough. The curses that say we don't deserve. And these curses come in the form of subconscious programming. Your body is just responding to what is being programmed in your mind. So what is it you need to release today so you can become who you're meant to become? What is it that you need to release right now so you can receive all that is meant for you? And again, it could be something as so simple. The idea, my grandmama told me that money doesn't grow on trees. The idea. Let me tell you guys, I've been thinking a lot about this one. The life is so hard idea. This has been drained into us. It's hard. Life is hard. Life is stressful, right? I even heard it with marriage. Marriage is hard. And I'm not going to say marriage was easy. I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is, yes, marriage definitely can be a challenge. But when you look at it as a growth opportunity, marriage is growth. Marriage is expansion. Marriage is love elevated, right? So it depends on the way we look at it. Matter of fact, it's so funny. Ideas I need to let go of. Hold on one quick second. Ideas to let go of, right? I say a lot of the times, oh my God, I'm so busy. I'm so busy, right? This is an idea that I am letting go of. The idea that I am so busy, like stressful busy, like, oh my God, my day was so busy today. I'm letting go of that idea. And I'm starting to replace it with, today I was productive. Today I was so productive. I got so many things done because I was productive. It's up to us to change the thoughts, the ideas that are holding us back. Because the idea that I was busy kept me stressed. It kept me feeling overwhelmed. It kept me feeling like, oh my God, entrepreneurship is so much. Why did I have more time when I was on my 9 to 5 than I do in my business? Because it was the idea that I was telling myself. I was so busy. So again, what ideas do you need to let go of so you can start to thrive? Oh, I don't like how high that is. And it could be something as easy as, like I said, I'm so busy. You ain't got to think like that no more. What's an idea you need to release? Right? I can't do this. If you're telling yourself you can't, then you won't. We are programming constantly. So what ideas do you need to release? This turned out beautiful. Shoot. Scared of me. What ideas do you need to release? Right? And that's what we have to remind ourselves. So one other idea that I know that many of us are thinking about is we worry. Oh, but I'm so worried. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? What if you succeed beyond your wildest ideas? What if you succeed beyond your wildest dreams? What if you're so successful, it blows your wig off? If we're gonna do what ifs, I'm gonna throw in one that'll make you really think. What if all the best possible outcomes that you can think of happen? What if then? The way this is not going in there, it's stressing me out. Really trying to put this little iris in there. Okay, it is not trying to get in. But what if? Okay, here we go. Still not going. What if you're successful beyond your wildest dreams? Then what? Then what happens next? And so that's what we got to start. Once you start seeing yourself, you start seeing the negative thoughts. You don't have to be a victim to them. You can change them. And you can say, what if something better? What if something more magical? What if something awesome truly happens to me, to my business, to my marriage, to my friendship? What if? Right? So we have to release. It's not going in there at all. We have to release the old thoughts, the old ideas, the old programmings, the old worries. Because you worrying is not going to get you anywhere. So what can you do instead of worry? Let's have faith. Let's know that you are magical. Let's know that you create. And if I'm going to create from a point in which what I feel. So how do I feel better? So here's a few things that you could do to always feel better. I'm telling you, this turned out so, I'm obsessed with her. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. Yes, hey. Um, so what this is what we could do, right? I'm very big on affirmations. You can say your affirmations. I'm very big on and people are starting to really irritate me with the affirmations don't work thing. Quit telling people that. I wish people would stop telling other people affirmations don't work. That's a lie. A lie from the devil. Okay. Affirmations actually work really well. And if we're going to be honest, you're not supposed to believe them at first. They're supposed to make you uncomfortable. They're supposed to make you feel like, oh my God, is this really going to happen? It's supposed to make you think, and then you address those thoughts. The moment that you start to have the thought like, oh my God, but that seems so far-fetched, I'm so far away from this, those are your money blocks. Those are the things that you need to release so you can receive. You gotta address the thought, but you can't address the thought by sitting here saying, well, I'm not gonna say the affirmations because they make me uncomfortable. How silly does that sound? How silly does that sound? You grow in the uncomfortable, but I won't say the affirmations because they don't make me feel good. You better go on somewhere with that silly stuff. Tired of hearing that mess. Affirmations don't work because you don't believe them. No, you're not going to believe them at first. That's the point. Come on, that's the point. You ain't supposed to believe them. That's why you're saying them. If you believe them, then what you saying them for? If you believe them, you'd already be receiving them. So affirmations are a beautiful way to shift your energy, to shift the way you think. Stop listening to those silly gurus who are just trying to pull you in so you can buy whatever they're selling you. Knock it off. Affirmations work wonders. And why do they work? Because they're reprogramming the subconscious mind. And they're reprogramming the subconscious mind through auto-suggestion. You are being hypnotized all day long. In what you watch on TV, in what you listen to in the news, in what you scroll through on your social media. You are being hypnotized on the daily. So you have a choice. Do I continue to go with the hypnotic programming that's going on all around me, or do I make a choice on how I'm programmed and what's being programmed into me? And that choice comes with how you talk to yourself. That choice comes with your affirmations. That choice comes with your meditations, maybe your EFT tapping. I mean, if you rock with me, everything that I give you is personalized. You can't find it on YouTube. Okay, you can't find my personalized affirmations on YouTube. You can't find my personalized EFT tapping on YouTube. And you can't find my personalized meditations on YouTube. Why? Because they're meant just for you. They're meant to reprogram those thoughts that are stopping you when you want to say the affirmation. They're meant to reprogram those ideas that are stopping you when you're trying to get into action. And the only reason you're not getting into action on said things yet is because you've been programmed to believe you can't, you won't, and you shouldn't. That's why you're not. But the reality of it is, if you want a sold out course, the reality of it is, if you want it to be easy, right? If you want to work and it be easy and you don't want to work too hard to make a lot of money, but you think, oh, but that just don't even make no sense. I mean, how can I be an entrepreneur and not be really working hard to make money? 100,000,000 different ways. It's called infinite possibilities. Come fuck with your girl and find out. Right? FAFO. Fuck around and find out. Okay? Hey, okay? I'm serious. I guarantee you, the more that you get into you and work on the things in your subconscious mind that are stopping you from the glory, from manifesting that shit, the quicker you'll be able to receive everything that's meant for you, everything that's destined for you, everything that truly is your birthright. All right? Woo! This is good. This is good. We've been here 30 minutes. We've been here 30 minutes, kicking it. I don't know if did anybody? No, we good. It's so funny. Sometimes I be missing comments, but we're doing good. Last time I came back, my girl Laurie was over here just chopping it up, and I had missed the whole thing. All right, we had a few people join over here on Instagram. Okay, so long story short, what do you need to release so you can receive everything that's meant for you? Okay. Oh shit. Spraying right over my damn drink. What do you need to release? And if you need help releasing, all you got to do is go to the top of my page and book a call with me. This is what I special in. Clearing whatever's blocking you from getting to the bag. Okay? From getting to the abundance, from getting to whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. I'm here to help you manifest that shit. All right? Always remember, Coach Jackie got your back, baby. I love you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. Make sure you follow all the stuff. And no, I'm here to help you win. I am doing nothing and only want to make sure I help you win. Holla.